hope everybody is safe. I'm soaking wet right now because I heard something crash outside my door. And it was just one of the decorations that is in front of the house. So, I opened the door, and this little guy, Freddy, was curious as to what was going on out there. Well, he found out what was going on, and that is a hurricane. We have a hurricane going on outside Freddy. Freddy decides he wants to run out the door, so while I pick up the decoration. It's got glass, and I don't want to walk on it tomorrow. And it's not even my decoration, it just happened to be there. But I wanted to clean it up. So, Freddy goes outside, sneaks out. I didn't even notice. And that sucked. One. But two, what really sucked is the fact that I shut the door, came back in, and then I was like, hey, Freddy, because I was going to grab him a treat. Then I hear meow from outside. The little sucker ran outside. I was not pleased with him at all. Because I don't want to lose Freddy. Freddy, though, being a cat, does not understand the fact that, no, that's a hurricane. So, we're going to go ahead and we'll take a look out there in just a moment. But man, oh man, did I about have a heart attack right there. Because I couldn't find Freddy. Because Freddy wanted to do the curious cat thing. So there's that. Nothing I can do about it. It's over. It's done. But boy, did he ever give me a scare running out into the hurricane right there. Because you, young man, don't know. Hurricanes are bad. Whew. What can you do? But he decided to go ahead and do that. Anyway, we're going to take a peek outside in just a minute. I just had to get Freddy back inside because, well, quite frankly, I didn't need that. But I am certain a lot of you would like to see what it looks like outside. Now, I'm in Claremont, Florida, so this is not exactly where landfall is. That's about an hour away. However, it is interesting out there, and the gusts are picking up. So that's what I had to pick up, by the way. So here we go. I'm going to set you guys up so you can just enjoy watching a little bit of a hurricane. And we're all set. We're all good. But trying to give you guys a decent view. And that is going to be a little bit difficult as the wind picks up and gets going again. But right now, this is what it looks like, at least for the sky in Claremont. Just flat black, well, flat gray. Oh, sorry, Mr. Lizard. Scared a lizard. Didn't mean to. But I'm going to set this right here. And you guys get to check that out. Now, I'm still going to have to try and find a way to wedge the phone in here. And allow you to check out what's going on. Now, I don't think that we're going to have much going on. You can see the blinking lights down there and the sirens going off, and that's what's happening because the storm is coming in and we will have to deal with it in some form or fashion. but it will be interesting. We get to see how the trees and everything else react. Sorry about the hand right there. Just trying to secure the phone, and I'll be back in a little bit. I do have to work on a lot of things in the house. Otherwise, enjoy the wind, the rain, and the storm itself. It might even be good to fall asleep to. I'm getting soaked right here because you can't really see the rain too well at night, but trust me, it's coming and it's pretty much sideways, which is expected. It is a hurricane. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit, and then I'll be back on. No, I'll be careful. I promise you that. I've been through quite a few of these in 30 years here. But yeah, I'll be careful. I want you to be careful as well. If you're in Florida, if you're in an evacuation zone, get your ass somewhere safe. I know it's too late to evacuate, but do what you can to try and mitigate anything bad that could happen. Please be safe. And I'll talk to you guys in just a little bit. Alright. Freddy is doing very well. And no, I don't need anything. I'm good. I'm squared away. I tend to keep myself kind of prepared for everything. Up to and including having like a go bag and everything else. So, I'm good. I do appreciate you asking, though. That is very kind of you. Woo! Yeah, we're going to be picking up again. But I do appreciate that, Kayla. That's awesome. But, like I said, we're good. I tend to prepare as much as I can beforehand and get ready. But it is always good to stay ready. As Ryan Hall says, stay prepared, not scared. So, Freddie, how are you doing now after your little excursion outside? Yeah? You know you screwed up. That was bad. But it happens. So, this is just how it is right now. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes in a little bit. I'm just trying to see what got totally soaked so far, so I can move things around, drain them out. And I don't want this to end up being a lizard trap, because that would totally suck to accidentally have lizards like get into. I had a bucket that I had sitting up one day, and I came outside and I had to like get 5 lizards out of it before they died. Upside down, much better right there. And if you do hear that beeping, there is a building, a care center right down the street, and they have an emergency alarm that's been going off for hours. I did hear a transformer explode right there, and so we're gonna take a little excursion. So, alright, we're getting a little bit of a calm spot now, and that's pretty good. The sky during a hurricane always looks kind of creepy. But Freddy's doing good, so we don't have to worry about that. No big deal. We'll see how it's going. Maybe down the street, I hear a little bit of a roar, and here it comes. Oh yeah. So it's not too bad yet, but this is one of those gusts. And it's a strong one. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay. There we are, ripping through. It's weird because of the spot that I live, I can actually hear them coming through the trees. And then, of course, we get pummeled for a minute. I'm not, something just fell, but I'm not straying too far away from the house. Right now, this is just more or less a little bit of a live check. I wanted to see how it looked. And, yeah. It is, rip-roaring. This isn't the bad part yet, though. This is the beginning. The bad part comes in a couple hours. So right now I'm in the northeast quadrant, and so nothing too crazy. The southeast quadrant would be crazy, We're gonna check on Freddy again in a minute. I found these treats. They say that they are calming treats for your pets. Alright, yeah, that one had some power to it. But, we'll see. I'm just gonna end up keeping the stream going all night. You guys get to go ahead and check it out and see how it's going. And, oh, yeah. That's the real one. It's starting to push me around. And I'm damn near 200-pound man. Little fat. Alright. Well, I mean, it could be worse. I don't expect it to get absolutely crazy here, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we still get some tornadoes spinning up. Whew. That is rough. Okay. We'll take a little bit of a stroll and see if I can give you guys a better image. It is dark, of course. I don't want to use my light just because I am trying to like keep the battery going as long as possible. But here we are, Hurricane Milton. I think this is like the 6th time I've had a hurricane on my channel. My very first video was of a hurricane, which is funny because everybody knows Freddy. But no, believe it or not, the first time I filmed anything, it was a hurricane. I was just having a good time. I didn't have Freddy. Freddy wasn't even born. And this is where we're at. So from Irma to Milton currently. So this is just what the conditions are here. And alright. Well, I knew I was going to be soaking wet by the end of it, so that was to be expected. And so I don't think with this wind I can any longer just prop my phone. I'm going to give it a try though, and we'll see what happens from there. But this is the condition in Claremont, Florida at the moment, and Claremont's kind of big, so that definitely doesn't cover all of it, but well, that's a big one. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully everything's okay. So should we do a Freddy check? Yeah, we're gonna do a Freddy check. Freddy is not pleased with me going outside. I understand that, and that's actually a smart reaction. Freddy learned from going outside himself when I went to go lift up a decoration that fell. Again, not even mine, but it fell down, and so that is like creepy. Alright, and it's super wet, but Freddy's good. Freddy's fine. So yeah, that's the sound of a hurricane, baby. Okay, that is definitely the sound of hurricane gusts coming through, and they're just gonna get stronger for a little while. But I'll keep this going for you guys. If you've never been through one. They are a thing. Don't get me wrong, tornadoes are my main concern. The wind and the rain and everything else. I live in an oddly above sea level elevation in Florida. So, well, 5 inches of rain dropped not too far from here in 1 hour. And I would not be surprised if we get that here. Although, like I was just saying, we're at an oddly elevated position in Florida, central Florida. So I don't have to worry too much about flooding around my home. And everything else is what it is. So I'm going to try and prop my phone again and give you guys some time while I try to find a way to dry off a little bit. But I want to leave you with at least a good view, and I have to like kind of pin my phone so it doesn't fly away, but I'll be back. Okie dokie. I had to get myself into a better jacket. And I actually had a rain jacket from the family. So I'm wearing that. And that is much better. Much, much better. So it is getting gusty. Definitely getting gusty. And you can watch the trees dance a bit over there. And that line of trees always looks creepy when I film at night. And I think that's kind of perfect in a way because it definitely is. Especially during this hurricane. So we do have a couple hours up until it gets really, really interesting. I think in about an hour or two, we're getting some of the big gusts right now, as you can see and likely hear. This is where it starts to get much more interesting. Tornadoes are like the biggest threats, and the only thing that I definitely do not want to see. But yeah, you can just watch it whip through. I don't know what the category is right now because I'm streaming live, so I haven't been looking and I don't have anything plugged in. But it is, it's definitely starting to get to the point where the gusts are a little bit heavy. I do know we had some, 90 to 100 mile an hour gusts coming through, and that's going to continue for a few hours, and we are going to get to the point where it really starts to get interesting. And as I've said before, I've done this more than a couple times, but I do believe we are going to weaken to like a Cat 1 as it comes along through Florida. Right now, like I said, I'm in the northeast quadrant as far as I know on the last time I checked, but I was trying to keep the stream open and available just so people who have never seen a hurricane before can vicariously experience one through the power of social media. It is definitely getting windy though. Even my rain jacket's starting to toss about a bit. And this is a bigger part that we have coming through right now. Now, I know this isn't as interesting as walking through the streets and everything, but we're not going to do that at the moment. That would be a horrible idea. I know it is fun to watch for some people, but at the same time, when you're walking through it and getting pelted by wind and rain, it gets kind of old at some point. So we are just staying safe, kind of close to the house at the moment. I do want to look for a better view though, a more well-lit view where we can see the absolute sheets of flipping rain that are coming down. That's what it looks like. Ooh, I'm going to hide over here for a minute. Alright, that's good. So, yeah. That's what we got going on. Super wet. Super windy. So, I'm going to see what this looks like back here when we have a big gust comes through. Because all that greenery shaking will be nice. Sorry, I shook the camera as well when I said that. It was just out of habit. Yeah. Definitely starting to get much more interesting. So, we'll be cleaning up the car tomorrow. We haven't even hit the good spots yet, so here is just one more shot of the rain coming down like that. And you can see why some places got 5 inches in 1 hour. So, thank you for joining us, and thank you for being here and watching and keeping an eye with me. And if you've never experienced a storm, this is your chance to do it without being in it. So, there's that. Alright. I'm going to post you guys up again, and I'll be back. For some reason, I always get a question when I walk away, and I feel bad because I feel like I'm like missing them, but at the same time, I am like just trying to deal with my own household, and I've got to keep Freddy good. And the lizards for right now are less scared of me than they are of this storm. So they're hanging out with me a little bit. I'm going to leave you there so you can at least have a view of what it looks like and what's going on. Because it does get a little nuts. But this way, everyone stays safe. I'd rather leave an inanimate object in the path than myself or Mr. Freddy. Although we will check on Mr. Freddy. Well, I'm going to go check on him now, but we'll have a video of Mr. Freddy later. Well, we're going to go ahead and keep our phone alive. You can see what it's looking like right now. And that just is what it is. And so I will come back out in a little bit. But I spend enough time in the wind and the rain, and it's always fun. Well, not always, but it can be. So, you can see Freddy is pretty concerned. And he has never seen me in a rain jacket, so there's also that. It's alright, buddy. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm here with you. So we'll be okay. It's just really windy and wet outside. That's all you gotta think about. I'll take care of you otherwise. The trees are doing a nice dance out there. And that's kind of what we got going on. I'm taking a little bit of a break if you just joined us from being outside in the hurricane. Because I wanted to check on my boy who likes to clean himself a whole lot when he is nervous. And that is definitely a sign. But he cleans himself a lot all the time. Boy likes to stay that way. Don't you? Yeah. Good boy. So, alright. I'm soaking wet. Head to toe at the moment. But I think we'll come back. And we'll do another live in a little bit. But I just need a little bit of a break. I hope everyone is safe and doing well. Be blessed. Be safe. But I will, like I said, I'll come back in a little bit. I'm waiting until the eye is kind of over us. And I also want to, like, just be around so Freddy doesn't freak out. You know, you gotta take care of your cats. Gotta take care of your dogs. Gotta take care of any pet you have. Freddy is not thrilled with this whole hurricane thing at the moment. You can tell from his expression, it's kind of a fuck this shit expression. But, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to go back out in a little bit, and I will see you guys then. And you have a good one. Be safe.